All right, we're gonna do the power up and operation of the labeler. So the first step, we turn it on. Then it takes about 30 seconds to boot up. So that turns on and the camera screen turns on. And then once this boots up, we're just gonna make sure that some settings are in a particular state, and then we will start it. So some of those settings are, we're gonna turn the in-feed gates off because we're not quite sure the sequence and the timing and where you put this sensor. So we'll just leave that off for now for this simple test. But we are gonna leave the discharge gate on, and then that way you'll see as soon as you turn it on, it retracts to allow the bottles to go by. All right, so there's the main screen. So the things that we wanna make sure under gate settings, we wanna make sure the in-feed gate is off and discharge on. And if it wasn't like that, you just toggle it by pressing it. And then this is where you would put the timing in. I think that's in milliseconds. So 75 milliseconds, 500 would be a half a second, and so on. So discharge gate on. And then the other thing we want to make sure that these errors are bypassed, because the camera is currently not connected directly to the PLC. The camera output is directly connected to the solenoid for the reject cylinder. All right, so we have that bypassed, and I think that's all we need to make sure of. And then all of these settings are currently set up properly for these small little labels. And also you can see that we have a blank label there, and that blank label will get applied. And then when the camera sees that, it's not gonna see the 4 blobs, it's called in the camera program. It's looking for 4 numbers, so it will reject that one label there. And then we can go over and we can turn the laptop on to the Banner Presence program. Turn that on, let it boot up. But here, all we do is just hit start. And then we can feed those in about 2 feet apart. And just take it there. So the label got applied. You can see it's on the screen. And the second one failed when the blank label got applied, and it kicks it off. All right, so you see this is still on fail from the last one. And after a good label got applied, the camera sees that there's 4 blobs there, and it passes it.